just know that that's a no-no. You've been denied. I was so nervous that day, extremely nervous. But I was like, God, if you really want me to go to the Bahamas and get married to Mr. Pratt, then you gotta grant me the visa. If the visa comes with a no, then I'll know. It's okay, Lord.
Welcome. Part 6 has finally arrived.
Oh yes, welcome to part 6, guys. And just before we go right into the video, we just want to take this time and say thank you so much, guys, for being with us from part 1 all the way to part 6. And thank you so much for those who have already become part of our community by subscribing to our channel. We just want to say thank you so much, guys. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have come this far, and so we thank God for you guys. And we just ask, if you are here right now watching this video and you have not subscribed to our channel, we encourage you, we invite you to be part of our community, and just go ahead and press that subscribe button. Subscribe, become part of us, and also share the videos with your friends, with your families. Invite them to watch, because I believe that our testimony is changing lives. Thank you so much for those who've been dropping your comments and asking questions and making prayer requests. We just thank God for you, and we are praying with you. We just want you to know that we are praying with you, and whatever your heart's desire is, God is going to meet it at your point of need. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and do so, and press that notification bell so that you can be notified of all our upcoming videos. So guys, I'm just gonna get right into it. My name is Dee for those who are new to this channel, and this is Nat.
You're most welcome, and we want to thank you for coming and being a part of our channel. And I trust that you've enjoyed the first 5 portions of our story, and so now we're going to share with you part 6. You're most welcome. Karibu sana.
Alrighty, Mr. Pratt is learning some Swahili, so I just want to say, I will just go right into after I went to the embassy, UK embassy, where I was waiting for my results, and they emailed me and told me it's finally out. And so I remember my friend telling me that when you go to the embassy, the first thing you're supposed to do is fill the envelope before you even open it. And if you feel like there's a long paper, like you can fill the envelope. If you feel like there's a long paper inside, just know that that's a no-no. You've been denied. But if you feel like it's just the passport by itself, then just know that you've been given the visa. Okay? Because usually the visa will be attached to one of the passport pages, so you won't really feel nothing else attached to it. But if you fill the paper, then know they've written probably something, a letter, just to tell you maybe why they denied you, or they may not even say why, but just telling you that we're sorry they've denied you or whatever. So this is me with the knowledge that I have from my friend going on to the embassy, and let me tell you guys, I was so nervous that day, extremely nervous. But I was like, God, if you really want me to go to the Bahamas and get married to Mr. Pratt, then you gotta grant me the visa. If the visa comes with a no, then I'll know. It's okay, Lord. Maybe that's not the one, or maybe it's not the time yet. Okay? So I went there, and when it was my time to get to the to the desk where you go and they issue you the passport, when I got that envelope and I felt the paper inside, and I started saying to myself, oh my God, I've been denied. Oh my God, Lord. I remember I just come from a 1-month fasting, because that was in December that I got to get my results back, and the whole of November I was in a Daniel fast. And I was like, wow, you mean God, what's going on, man? I just lost this. But mind you, I don't know if I mentioned this prior to that. I remember, honey, if you remember, I had a dream right in the middle of my fasting, and I remember dreaming that my visa was denied. I remember dreaming that my visa was denied. And I remember that morning when got up, the first person I spoke to was Mr. Pratt. And I called him and I said, Nat, I just had a dream that my visa was denied. What did you say when I told you?
I said, the devil is a liar. Come here, let me pray for you. So I was not taking no for an answer. The Lord had already confirmed for me that this was my wife, and whatever was necessary by the special grace of God, that would have been executed. So when she told me that she had the dream, that she had a negative response, I shared with her another dream. I said, now we had a mission to Jamaica. I said, now one of our team members in Jamaica dreamt that I did not arrive to Jamaica. And that team member of mine called me and said, hey, I dreamt that you weren't able to come to Jamaica no more. I said, okay, thank you for sharing that dream with me, but I rebuked that dream. It will not come to pass. I take authority over in Jesus' name. In addition to that, there was our team leader in Jamaica, a friend of hers had a dream also about me that was also negative in reference to the same Jamaica trip. And so the leader called me and said, hey, a friend of ours had this dream about you that you didn't make it to Jamaica, etc. I say, no, we rebuke that. That's the devil speaking. We take authority over that and we cancel it. And so I got to Jamaica and I told the same team member, I said, now you see, you dreamt that I did not come to Jamaica, but I'm here. Look at me. I'm in Jamaica. So dreams, at times we have to be careful that the enemy don't shoot arrows of discouragement and distraction into our dreams to divert and to cause us to begin to confess negatively to how do we say, to abandon or to abort, that's a better word, to abort the baby that we're carrying, the future or the destiny. So when my fiance or my girlfriend at that time, I guess I will call it because we didn't get engaged yet, so she was still referred to as my girlfriend. So when my girlfriend said that dream to me, I said, I rebuked that. I prayed for her right there and then. She sounded so convinced. Oh, I had this dream, so that's it. I don't believe nothing's gonna happen. But I guess out of respect, which was the right thing to do, call me and let me know what your dream was so I could deal with it in the spiritual realm. So we did battle in the realms of the spirit, and I rebuked that cancellation, and I prayed with her, and we declared victory.
Right. So guys, after I shared that dream, that was long after that. I mean, a few weeks after that, that's when my results came and I went there. So when I felt the paper and when I felt the envelope and I felt the paper inside, I said, oh my God, that so many thoughts started coming to my mind, and I was like, oh my God, even that dream that we prayed about, looks like that dream was actually God speaking, so many negative thoughts started flowing in my mind. And then I remember that you had to take an elevator to go to that office, and so I took the elevator down. When I was in the elevator, I was just still there puzzled, and I remember seeing some of them just opened, the people we had gone to get the results with, some of them just opened their envelopes right there. But since in my mind I already knew I was denied, I was like, oh my God, I am not even going to open this. Let me just go downstairs because I don't want to get emotional in front of all these people. And they were looking so excited. I mean, at least the ones I was in the elevator with, they were looking so excited. They were like, they got the visa. And I was like, wow, congratulations for you guys. And then when I got down, I remember I stopped on the ground floor, and I stopped there and I was like, should I open this here? I said no. So I walked outside, and then when I walked outside, I said, am I really gonna wait until I get home for me to open this envelope? Let me just open it and deal with this one time, just see why they've denied me or whatever they're saying. So I went out, I stepped outside, and I remember just stopping, and literally in the middle of the aisle, I opened the envelope and I just looked, and right where they had put the papers in, I didn't even open my passport. I just opened the letter to read it. And when I was reading the letter, they were saying, make sure you follow the protocols of COVID. Make sure you do the necessary, either get vaccinated or take the PCR test. Make sure you confirm with your
Airline.
Yeah, with your airlines to know what they expect, if they demand vaccination or they demand PCR. And I'm like, I'm confused. Why are they telling me all this and I'm denied? And I was like, hold on. And I just opened to see my passport, and I saw the thing right there. To be honest, that was my first time seeing a visa. I wasn't really sure how it looks like, but when I just saw UK Embassy Immigration Visa, boom, I said, oh my God, I got it. I was so excited,
Wow.
guys. I was super excited, man. I was so excited. And I was like, man, I don't even know who to call right now. Because what I had said to myself is, immediately if I get it, I'll have to right there start planning to do my shopping, because I think the availability of the flight after the day of my results, after I told my husband my results are out, the next availability of the flight, that was, I think, with the best price, was like, I think less than a week after that. That was like 4 days after
4 or
that.
5 years.
Yeah. And so I knew I had limited time to do everything. And you guys know, when you're traveling, you have a lot of things to organize for. So I had to organize, do some shopping, and so many things I had to do. And think about the PCR test and finding out if I have to be vaccinated, of which I had made a resolution that I didn't want to get vaccinated. That was one thing I told God, I don't want to get vaccinated. And that was right in the middle of COVID, where you couldn't travel without vaccination. But apparently, by God's grace, it was not a requirement. As long as you take a PCR test and you're negative, then you will be allowed to travel. And so I remember I said, Mr. Pratt is asleep right now, so let me call my mom and my dad. I called them and I told them, Mom, of course I had to make them nervous a bit, to let them guess if I got it or not. And my mom was like, give me the good news. I'm like, how you know it's good news? And then I will fake my voice and just try and make her nervous a bit to think that I didn't get it. She was like, Mom, if you didn't get it, it's fine, you know, the will of God will be done, you know, it's COVID time. And I'm like, Mom, relax. I'm like, Mommy, relax, I got it. And I told my dad too, and they were excited for me. And then I just left Mr. Pratt a note saying, when you get up, I have some good news for you. And the man was not asleep. Y'all won't believe that. He called me right immediately. He called me. I was like, you ain't sleepy. You're still awake. And so I gave him the good news, and immediately
You sent me a picture.
Oh yeah, a picture and a note saying the good news. Yeah. And so when I think you must see, wasn't sleeping until I get the results.
No, I was reading. What happened was, you were a few hours. Now, at that time, Kenya and the Bahamas, there was an 8-hour difference.
Yes.
So there's about an 8-hour difference between
Right.
the two of us.
Right. And so you called me, and then he said, of course, the following day he will go and
purchase a ticket.
Right. And so he went ahead and purchased the ticket, and so I had to start organizing myself, running up and down, and it was a long process. Now, I know some of you all wonder how the process was. I'm gonna do a separate video because I don't want to get mixed up with that and these videos of our story, but I did the application myself. Yes, I literally did not use an agent, because the agent I wanted to use, apparently she was of the notion that there's no need of doing it because, you know, right now it's COVID time, and they already had a long batch of people who had applied earlier, and they will most definitely deal with those ones first before they get to the people who are just applying for the visas right now. But from the God that I serve and the faith that I had, I said, okay, this friend of mine doesn't understand the kind of faith I have, so I'll just have to do this by myself. And I went online, did my research, and I applied it myself. I did everything myself in terms of application, okay? So if you want to know that, but that's a separate video I'm gonna do. So let's move on. after I started doing my preparation, to cut the long story short, it was my time to travel. And I remember traveling with, organizing my stuff and my family taking me to the airport. And I remember saying, honestly, the plan was for me to go for 3 weeks, and I was supposed to return in January the 12th, right? I was January the 12th.
12th?
Yes. Because I remember it was on the 10th, 2 days before, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was supposed to be 3 weeks of me going to the Bahamas. So when I was in the airport, I just said, hey guys, I will miss Kenya, and I think I just said I'll miss being in Kenya. But my parents were like, but you coming back, right? Yeah, coming back. But yeah, I'll miss Kenya for those 3 weeks, But anyway, my parents allowed me to go. Now, I don't want to take it further from there, guys. If you want to know what happened when I arrived, you're gonna have to watch part 7. Yes. We're gonna have to watch part 7. We're getting lost in this now. We're gonna have to watch part 7. We don't want to make this longer than it is. So you guys look forward for part 7 so that you know whatever I went through in the journey and how I arrived here and what happened after that. So I hope to see you guys in part 7. Stay tuned for part 7. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. See you on the next video. Bye bye.